Welcome to Passion for Books. My name is Kim. Today I'm bringing you my December TBR list, and this month I am kind of cutting it back quite a bit. I feel like I'm kind of getting reader's burnout because I think I've been pushing myself so much in the last few months to read as many books as possible. So I'm kind of scaling it back so that I don't burn out and I don't lose interest in reading, because that's a reader's kind of nightmare. Alright, so the first three books that I'm going to show you, these are rolling over from the books I did not finish last month, and then adding on the three books that I chose for this month. So total, I'm concentrating on 6 different books, and if I get extra books via Audible or other books that I read within the month, those would be my add-on or bonus books, and that's okay. But these are the 6 that I'm actually truly just focusing on. Okay, so one of the books, if you watched my ranking wrap-up video for November, I saw this as one of the ones that was coming into this month. I've read a little bit more. This is Forbidden Magic by Cheyenne McCrae. It is actually starting to pick up the pace and the action in the book, so I am enjoying it. So I can't wait to actually get it done, get it read, and determine whether I want to keep this book or just move it along. So it's still on that kind of chopping block. My classic book that has been moved over again in that video, and I'll link it up above and down below in the description, is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings. It is a very slow-going book, and I really only focus on it on the weekends when I have more energy, because during the week right now I'm exhausted when I get in, and because it's so slow-paced with all of the description, it will definitely put me to sleep. But on the weekend I get at least a chapter or 2 a day done, because again I am refreshed, and if I need to sleep I can take a nap, next, and that type of thing to get through. So I'm about a quarter of the way, almost to the halfway point with this one, so I'm hoping to finish it this one up this month as well. And the last one that rolled over, it was Deadly Descendant out of the Nikki Glass series by Jenna Black. I read Dark Descendant, which was the first book, and Deadly Descendant, I believe, is the second book that I pulled over. Again, if you don't like mythology, you're not going to enjoy this book either. So those are my 3 that rolled over that I want to concentrate on and get them done so that I can bring in fresh new things. So the third book, I'll put the picture up on the screen. It is the Fire and Ash. It's the 4th book out of the Rotten Ruin series. This book is by Jonathan Mayberry. Like I mentioned, I think in my ranking wrap-up of last month's book, that the Dragonair series as well as the Rotten Ruin, I think I'm almost burning out of this series. Not that they're not good books, but my brain is wanting something else. So I'm not wanting to pick them up and get started. So I'll probably wait on finishing out the Dragonair series in January. I'm trying to work on the Fire and Ash. I've read a few pages at work, but this time of year I don't have as much time to read with my classes like I would normally do early in the year. I've got to be able to do. So I'll see how much I can read at work this week while my students are working, and then I'll bring it home for the last 2 weeks of December when we're on Christmas break, and I know I'll be able to knock it out for sure then. So that would be my 4th book. Coming in, 5th book that I want to read. This is also a YA book. It's Slayer by Kirsten White. This is following kind of the aftermath. If you've ever watched the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series, this is picking up at the very end of that series on television, where they defeat the first, and then kind of the taking off from there after magic was given away to everyone. So starting on this one, it's interesting and it's intriguing to see it from a different perspective versus what I was used to in that series. I never read any of the books. I only watched the film production of it. So we'll be interested in seeing where this goes with the book, but it's very interesting so far. Then the last book that I am concentrating on, it is also a YA book. It is Contagion by Erin Bowman. This is kind of a sci-fi horror combination book set out in space, maybe with some fantasy kind of thrown in, so sci-fi-ish. So there's losing communication with a team that's out on a different planet in a different solar system, and now a rescue team is gone. That's kind of where I'm at in the book. I did start it a little bit because I'm a little late getting the TBR up for you guys. Very interested. It's kind of similar to the Pitch Black, out in space. I don't read a ton of sci-fi books, but this did catch my attention, so I did want to read it. So these are the 6 books that I am focusing my attention on this month. Leave me some comments down below if you've read any of them, or let me know which books you are most interested in me possibly doing a one-on independent review on. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit that subscribe button, click on the notification bell if you're new to my channel and into my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye!